Hey everybody, this is Jo. I'm coming to you from my Houston, Texas garden, and I'm in zone 9A, and it is the first week of December, and I'm going to give you a look at my front yard bed. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos in the last week or so, you'll know that I fell down and went boom and have a broken ankle and a broken foot, and so I'm not going to be able to climb in and show you a lot of close-ups. But I thought I'd show you what it's doing in the beginning of, we're in the winter now, although I'm still wearing no sleeve shirts. So this is the native yarrow. It's so pretty. Look how sweet. And it's got all this new growth on it. Now these are the two native, they're white. This little one is pink. I like the flowers better, but it has not been nearly as a robust and large plant as this native yarrow. And this is the first, I've had this just since the spring. I've never grown it before, and I think it looks really pretty and wispy. And then I've got my showstopper Penta here, so pretty. And then this is the Powwow Wildberry, which I really think is the best coneflower. Now I haven't deadheaded anything since I fell 3 weeks ago. So there's a lot of things that could get trimmed off, but look at the bright color of that. It's amazing. And it's bloomed all year. And I certainly don't have any other coneflowers looking this good anywhere else in the garden or in the backyard. This is where I have most of this variety. So I highly recommend if you're looking for, this is a hybrid obviously, and it gets just about 10 or 12 inches high, but I love it. Now I've got Salvia farinacea here. This big puff here it was just left over. I meant to dig it up a year ago and I missed that one. And then I decided I really wanted that native salvia. So I put in some new under here, but you can see right there is all this new growth coming up. And then under the little cage, I've moved some Gora back there, and I just put the cage so I wouldn't step on it. And this is a pink desert rose, pink rock rose, native to Texas, looking so pretty. And then I threw some sort of random zinnia seeds back there. Oh gosh, in 1st of September, and none of them have gotten huge, but it gives me a little color back in here. And then this Gora, which has been incredible all year, and I've clipped it back a couple of times, so it's got the old foliage here, but look, it's already all this new. So it's wonderful. And then a native not swamp milkweed, aquatic milkweed. I have this on here so that little stray monarchs won't come lay eggs on it. And then this is a native, that's blue mist flower, and it just crawls all over the place. It kind of takes over a little bit. I probably need to clip it back, but butterflies really like that as well. And then this dwarf Barbados cherry, look at that, still blooming. It's been blooming for, gosh, a couple of months now. Here's my little experiment of the dwarf Salvia leucantha, which is pretty ratty. Now, to be fair, it's being taken over by this blue mist flower and also some zinnias. So, but it hasn't been a great success. But I'm going to keep it another year and see how it goes, see if it looks better the next year. And then these crazy zinnias, I don't even remember planting these. Look how sweet they are. And I'm going to keep, boy, am I going to keep some seeds, because I'm not doing big zinnias this upcoming spring, because they just flop all over everything. But these have never gotten any bigger than this, and so teeny tiny. This, I haven't been out here. I didn't realize how good this looked. This is pretty parasols. Now, it ought to be pinker, it ought to be hanging down a little bit more, but at least it's a decent coneflower that's alive. And then, gosh, look at the weeds. Goodness gracious. There's another little coneflower hiding down there. And then lots of pretty little zinnias. These just popped up. I haven't deadheaded. They'd probably be a lot happier if I had deadheaded them. And then this is I planted this from seed. I think it's done flowering. This is a Nicotiana, which is like a It's an ornamental tobacco, right? Nicotiana nicotine. And it had beautiful flowers. And I can see there's another one there. I just planted it from seed. I had a lot of trouble with most of them, but then a couple of them looked really great. And then, oh goodness, look at this porterweed. It's gone crazy now. It looks like it's kind of collapsed in the middle, and I think that's the biggest toadstool I've ever seen in my life, unless some kid kicked a ball back in there. Or maybe that's a kitty sleeping. I think that's a kitty cat sleeping. He has not woken up. We'll have to check on him later. It's probably Big Boy. Say hi, Big Boy. But this incredible purple porterweed has just been amazing. All it needs is rain to just bloom its head off. Now I've got this beautiful, this is that pink mealy grass, and it's native. And that one looks really nice. It's always getting squashed by the porterweed. And this one looks terrible. I want to blame Mrs. Doubtfire. It looks pretty smushed up. I wonder if old Mrs. D has been sleeping on that. Got the Salvia leucanthus looking really pretty. And the this is the Salvia mystic spires. You can see, oh my goodness, I trimmed it back pretty hard, and look how beautiful. You can see the parts I haven't trimmed back is still blooming, but they're a little ratty. And then down here, you can see all this little short stuff is where the guys that very helpfully put all the lights on here, and they just smushed all these plants. But you know what? Don't tell them I said this, but it looks kind of good down there. And then, oh my goodness, see, I really haven't been out here. Look at the color on the Jane Magnolia. That looks really pretty. I hadn't seen that, so I haven't been out here. And then let's see what else I can show you. Oh, one more thing before I go in. This I'm so thrilled about. This is a desert willow. I don't know if it's going to be okay in Houston. It really grows better like in Austin, but I saw one on the side of the road, like in the hill strip, in the middle of Houston, where no one is taking care of it. Absolutely not a soul. And it's 15 feet high. It's almost as big as this, and it's spectacular. And so I have put it in a pot, and I will just not water this pot. Now I can see it's already losing some leaves. It's only been in this pot about a month. But we'll see what happens. I've wanted one for a long time. They have beautiful, beautiful flowers, and I'm hoping that if I put it in a pot and keep it dry, and don't give it lots of extra water, that it will do okay. Well, you guys, I'm sorry I'm not giving you a deep, in-depth crawling back in there look, but I just can't get back there right now. You guys have a great week. Thanks for looking. Take care. Bye-bye.